I've got it. Okay. Western Sydney students. Articulate. Smart. Ambitious. I think the biggest challenge I face is that many students probably misunderstand some of the methods that I use, right, and my intentions. So the challenge is actually to try to persuade or convince students to change their perception of me. Yeah. So many students think I'm very strict or I'm over high expectations. Not really. I'm actually trying to push them as a coach, and I try to help as much as I can to help them succeed, actually. Okay, so I'm giving them a lot of practical knowledge. So that challenge is trying to help them to understand that I'm on their side, not on the other side. Okay. Right. I mean, in particular, a particular student was very weak in the class and not confident, and that's the reason for the weakness. Actually, he's a very intelligent student, right? You know? And he didn't have confidence. And of course, the kind of assessments that I have in the class and activities tends to also question their confidence levels. However, I was again, through the activities, I was able to encourage this particular student, and from being a very timid person who was shy, by the end of the course, just about 10 weeks later, the student was the best speaker in the debate. It was amazing. Okay, so quite a huge turnaround. Okay, and the student wanted to succeed. That was the key thing, right? Final test, yeah. In fact, the preparation should start from the first day they join the course, right? They should keep notes of what the teachers have been teaching, and also what the others have been doing in the class, because a lot of the activities involve students. Okay, so they should keep track of these notes. Okay. And in the exam preparation itself, a good catalog of these notes will be helpful to connect, right, the different principles with the applications. Okay. Again, depends on the course. In my course, for example, which is very application oriented, so my exams are very much applied. Okay, so you get cases, and even if it's a multiple choice questions, it will be application based. Know how the principles can be applied. Recollect examples, very important, examples, illustrations of real companies. And you'll find a lot of these in the many textbooks we have now. And even if you don't use the textbooks to read, you can find it on the internet. Yeah? The examples give you a very good connection, and you don't have to memorize much when you look at examples. Okay? No, it's not difficult. As long as the student demonstrates to me the steps of thinking, right, the higher quality of thinking, I've given students full marks, for work they've done. So I'm not afraid. I'm not generous. I mean, I'm not afraid to be generous, right? And where it deserves, I give that. Of course, I follow the Western Sydney grading scale in this case, and I follow that pretty closely. And for those who try to get a HD, read carefully what the grading scale for a HD requires. I follow that pretty closely. I haven't had any holiday, really. And because of COVID, I could not travel. And the only travel I could do is within Vietnam. But if you're talking about a foreign destination, I guess it must be. I was really fascinated with the Middle East. Yeah, so Saudi Arabia. It's really fascinating place. They've got it's kind of like ancient, like Egypt and Saudi Arabia. It's like ancient place. They're very strict in some ways, but also changing because of new generation. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, you learn a lot. Although it's a holiday, I'm always learning new things, even on a holiday. Okay. In Vietnam, I love Đà Lạt. I lived in Hanoi some time ago, but it's not a kind of a holiday destination. Đà Lạt, one is the weather, of course, yeah. But the other thing is, it's a more natural place, okay, where you can enjoy good lifestyle, right? For holiday, even to live, right? It's nice place to live. Yeah. Also, the people are different. They are more. I guess they are more. I wouldn't say friendly, but they are more hospitable. Okay. There's privacy because people don't live so close to each other. Okay, so there's a respect for the privacy and also the closeness of home. Okay, and I feel more connected to that place. Yeah, there's a lot of nice scenery, lots of activities you could do. There's also temples that I like to see. There's a lot of culture that's going on, and also there's a lot of business and commercial activity, right? Farming and tourism, right, and so on. So this is a fascinating place for me in Vietnam.